Good day, our esteemed listeners and viewers, and welcome to another interesting and exciting edition of Let's Talk with Asset Litigation. And if you're new on this channel, I can tell you for a fact you have been missing a whole lot. But welcome to Classroom. And I remain your host, Barrister David Njoko Onu. You may be surprised and wondering what we do here on asset litigation. What we do is ensure that we inform the public as to the recent happenings in the society, which is law related, so that we can have a more informed society, legally speaking. It's part of our corporate social responsibility as a brand known as Law Ascent to always preach the gospel of law, the evangelism of law, so that there is our wonderful listener, you can be informed. And we bring topical, juicy issues every week in, week out, which we discuss here on the front burner, as long as they are very much germane to the development of our society. That is what we discuss here on asset litigation. So, what are we going to be discussing today? We'll be discussing the Kano Emirship and the abuse of Exparte court orders. Kano Emirship and the abuse of Exparte court orders. You remember that over the past 2 weeks, it has been very hectic and chaotic in the Emirate state of Kano, where we've seen one Emirates, one kingdom with two emirs and two separate ruling councils. That has caused turmoil, that has caused some form of confusion, which has led to protests, and some of the protests almost going riotous, as people are saying, burning tires, blocking major highways, so as to prevent others from accessing or going about their lawful business. And that has actually caused a whole lot of tension in the air. So what we are going to be discussing, what I'm going to be doing today, is putting crossing the I's, the T's, and dotting the I's as to why all this, this whole heated environment. Why is it that we're having one emirate, one kingdom, and then two emirs? Can two emirs rule over one emirate? Just as they say, can two captains sail a ship? And why are these two captains cleaving to the courts, or looking up to the courts, or always calling the courts whenever they want to express their legitimacy in their throne? Is it that the court is speaking from both sides of the mouth? That is what we are going to be discussing, because it all boils down to what the court decides. Why are judges making decisions which are contradictory to a previous decision made by another judge, and why this decision have to come out hurriedly? So we'll just get into the business. Kano Emirship and the abuse of Exparte order. So let's go with Kano Emirship first. Now, what is the cause of the matter? The cause of the matter happens to be the balkanization, or what we call the division of the Kano Emirate into 5 different emirates by the previous administration of Kano State, headed by Alhaji Danguji. Now, what happened was that the then emir, who was the 14th emir of Kano State, Malam Sanusi, was deposed, and then the kingdom known as Kano Emirate, which has been won dating back to over the year 999 AD, was now divided by the Kano State Emirates law of 2019, was now divided into 5 emirates of Kano, Rano, Bichi, Gaya, and Karayi. Now, these 5 emirates, which hitherto before now was just one emirate, then had 5 different emirs. From 2020, following the Kano State Emirate Council repeal law of 2019, now had 5 different emirs from 2020 up to 2024, when the new administration in Kano State, headed by Alhaji Aliyu Abba, now decided to repeal the said Kano Emirate Council Law of 2019, which balkanized and divided Kano Emirate into 5 different emirates, to bring them back to the same unified union as it was dating back to 999, that is 999 AD. Now, what this means is that by the provisions, which is section 3 of the Kano State Emirates Repeal Law, Kano State Emirates Repeal Law of 2014, these 5 emirates with 5 MS no longer exist in the eyes of the law. And what it means is that these 5 MS will have to vacate their seats. Now,